it's your girl French and Hill. Check out my girl Kelly Kells on Lip Gloss and Mics every Friday night at 11 p.m.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl DJ Riri. R-E-R-E is your DJ this cute, all the way from Miami, Florida. Just want to give a special shout out to Kelly Kell from 25/8 Radio, Lip Gloss and Mics. Every day, somewhere, somehow, you better log in, lipglossandmics.com. Let's go, baby.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome to Lip Gloss and Mics. It's 9 o'clock, and we are going live tonight with YVNG VIRAL. But first, I want to let y'all know he just dropped an EP called Unknown World. The songs you're going to hear from it tonight are on that album, and you can hear them on Spotify. You can hear them on Google Play. His singles are sold on Amazon. If you follow our link on Twitter, you can also just tap his song, and it'll take you right to Amazon to his single. So check him out. He's on all digital platforms. First song we're going to play for you is Struggles, and then leading out after the interview, I'll be playing Behave, and I'll be playing Broken Child remix, okay? And let me tell you, the Broken Child remix, I loved it. It was just, I guess I didn't hear the first single, Broken Child, until this week, and then when I heard the remix, I was like, dang, what a twist. So y'all listen in, and I'm going to get him on the air while we listen to Struggles.
Let me tell you about my pain, and all the struggles I've been through made me insane. I'm not the same, I got these demons in my brain, demons in my brain, I'm just trying to make it. I've been through a lot and I face it. I've been on the ground, I've been in the rain. It's making me crazy, I'm going insane. Don't show me fake love, I don't fuck a face. If this was a race, I'd be in first place. I'm hitting my dance and you making it face. Can't wait till I'm up and touring around the stage. So listen, I'm not with the bullshit. I'm just trying to make it out of the mud. I'm just trying to make it out of the mud. Let me tell you about my pain, and all the struggles I've been through made me insane. I'm not the same, I got these demons in my brain, demons in my brain, Let me tell you about my pain, and all the struggles I've been through made me insane. I'm not the same, I got these demons in my brain, demons in my brain, Mama and daddy don't trust me. Narcotics be putting me inside the dirt. I'm looking for ways to get up out the mud. I've been feeling stuck, smoke up in my lungs. I'm sitting back up on my couch, parents struggling with bread, thinking the same in my head. Loud noises coming out of their mouth. I've been on my way to the top. I promise you I got this shit on lock. I promise you I got this shit on lock. No one was ever with me that'll hold me. No one was ever that'll show me. The right from wrong, you cannot control me. No, you cannot control me. About my pain, and all the struggles I've been through made me insane. I'm not the same, I got these demons in my brain, demons in my brain, Let me tell you about my pain, and all the struggles I've been through made me insane. I'm not the same, I got these demons in my brain, demons in my brain, Let me tell you about my pain, and all the struggles I've been through made me insane. I'm not the same, I got these demons in my brain, demons in my brain, Let me tell you about my pain, and all the struggles I've been through made me insane. I'm not the same, I got these demons in my brain, demons in my brain,
Big Face Music World.
Little bitch behave, little bitch behave, little bitch behave, little bitch behave, little bitch behave. Yeah, yeah. at my braids. Yeah, I'm feeling crazy, feeling okay. She look at my braids. She looking at me, she like all the drip. Little bitch on the shit. I'm feeling okay, little bitch behave. Little bitch behave. I'm at the top of the hill with figures you cannot compete. I'm smoking that ass in my leave, little bitch you a fan. I pull up on G that he ran, put 300 bands on his head, that little nigga dead. They found a bullet in his head, don't tell her I like a fan. My business great, soon they will all know my name. Why be the greatest? You niggas is clones, it's like we living in a matrix. The matrix, leave me alone, I don't wanna see no faces. I don't wanna see no faces, all I want is the green. Caught a taste of the fame, now he acting like a fiend. Now he acting like a fiend. I know I'm a rookie, saying I'm not like bitch, do you want a cookie? I'm better than half of these niggas, they cannot compete. I think that he crazy, that he can step up to me like no. Like no. She look at my braids, yeah, I'm feeling crazy, feeling okay. She look at my braids, she looking at me, she like all the drip. Little bitch on the shit, I'm feeling okay, little bitch behave. Little bitch behave. I can't fall asleep at night, I feel like turtle. Fuck with us, we bringing pressure, get shit popping like a curdle. So like Polo D&D, but only answer for the G's. I ain't want no bit, ain't mine for that your bitches follow me, you really capping. What the fuck you doing, nigga? Blasting, why you mad? That some nigga who was just blowing your bitch back in. Stop beefing about some pussy, nigga, just go get a bag. That bitch say you boys the street, better make sure you never lie. No bitch behave. She look at my braids, yeah, I'm feeling crazy, feeling okay. She look at my braids, she looking at me, she like all the drip. Little bitch on the shit, I'm feeling okay, little bitch behave. Little bitch behave. She look at my braids, yeah, I'm feeling crazy, feeling okay. She look at my braids, she looking at me, she like all the drip. Little bitch on the shit, I'm feeling okay, little bitch behave. Little bitch behave.
Hey y'all, I told you we'd be back, and I have Young Viral on the phone with me, so we're ready. I let you hear the two songs, Struggles and Behave, because we were making sure we were amped up, because you know this turns into a podcast, so then it goes to iHeartRadio and it goes to Deezer and Google Play and all them crazy places, so I wanted to make sure we had it right. So how you doing, Young Viral?
Yo, it's your boy. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm good. So listen, he just dropped this album called Unknown World, okay? And what's crazy, if you all go to Spotify, any of the digital platforms it's on, you can hear the intro is just wild. And I should have put it on the interview tonight. I was going to, and then I said, nah, that was going to psych everybody out for the music, though. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'll just wait. Y'all going to go check it out because it goes with the flow of everything he's doing. So where did Unknown World come from?
Alright, so basically, Unknown World, the album, it basically consists of everything I've been through in life and all my choices, you know, all my struggles and stuff like that. Basically, what I did was, the concept of the album is like, my head is in an unknown world. And you know how the intro is, well, for the listeners who don't know, the intro is me taking off from planet Earth, going to an unknown world, which is my head. And on the way there, I faced struggles, and it's like my life. And I'm telling you how I'm struggling and everything I've been through in life. And it came to be, I wrote it on paper. That's how it happened.
Wow, all right. Now the song Struggles, of course, it's through struggles, but that's where you came up with that, is like everything you've been through in your life, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now what about Behave? How did that, into like that time of your life, how did that interact with it?
It was a time in my life where I was like, I felt reckless. You know, everybody has that time in their life where they're just hyping. They want to just start screaming and stuff like that. Well, I felt all my reckless shit, you feel me?
All right. Now, Broken Child, I know that was a single from before the album, right?
Yeah.
And then you did a remix for the album.
Yeah, shout out to Isak Lavos. He's featured on the remix.
Oh, all right, because, yeah, I love the remix. That, like, it really got me. Plus, it brings out culture, and I was just all for that. By the way, what are you? Because I know I read it, and I didn't write it down.
I'm Colombian.
That's what it was. See, and I was gonna say something crazy, and I was like, wait, no, I know it's something like. Now, see, now when you did Broken Child remix, is that kind of like the culture in that song?
Yeah, I thought it was only right for me to do that.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. That really hit me. I loved it. So, how did you meet up with Am I Nice? I'm glad I asked you how to say that name before we got on the interview.
Well, yeah.
Because I would have been saying me nice. I always do.
Yeah. How I met up with Am Nice was through Big Face. You know, I don't know if you know who Big Face is, but he's the owner of the company.
Oh, all right.
You feel me?
Yeah, because I hear that name everywhere, and I see it everywhere, so I was going to bring up Big Face Music World, too.
He runs this shit, you feel me?
Yeah, he does.
I met Am Nice from him. You know, we just began chopping it up, and it just went on from there.
Yeah, you got a good support team. I could see that. You got a good, strong support team, and that's important. That is so important for independent artists. Like, do you feel now, you were from Kissimmee, Florida. Are you still residing there, or is that where you were born?
No, yeah, that's where I was born and raised, and I'm still there currently.
Oh, okay. Now, how do you feel the support for music for independent artists is in Kissimmee?
Oh, there's a lot of support down here in BBL. There's a lot of young artists coming out. You feel me? And you know, it's only right for our friends and shit. We come together and we support. We do a lot of shows everywhere. So the support, I love the support. There's really a lot of support.
All right. So how long has music been a part of your life, though? Like, does it go for years or a couple of years? Or
it's been years. You know, I'm 18 now, but it started around, I'd say around since I was like 13.
Oh, wow. So you've been doing this for a couple of years.
Well, it's been in my life for a couple of years. Like, you know, music has helped me cope with my problems. But I've only been writing in the studio currently for about 2 years.
All right. Now, when did you wake up and say, hey, I want to do music? Was it just a thing that you used as a tool to get through life? Or you...
Well, what I used to do is I used to write down, like, everything in my head. I used to write it down. And then I came across a beat on YouTube. Next thing you know, I started, you know, rhyming my words, coming up with melodies, this, that, what a typical artist does. But then I just started, you know, I used to tell stories in my lyrics.
Yeah, you do. You're very lyrical. You can tell that. You're very lyrical, which is awesome because as an independent artist, I see so many, they might start, but although you got a head start because I've only known, out of all the years I've been doing this, God, I probably only know 2 other people that had started young, like 18, 17, you know what I mean? The rest, they all wait, and I think that's crazy because I think you should start when you're younger, then you get molded, you know what I mean? And your seasoning gets better, and every year you just come out more powerful, you know what I mean, and don't give up.
You really grow as an artist. You start to see stuff differently.
Right.
It gets embedded in your head, you know.
Now, what was your background before music?
Well, in my school, you know, I used to get into a lot of problems, a lot of fights. I used to get into drugs. I used to smoke a lot. And what really changed me was I got expelled, and I was really stuck. I felt my mind. I was really stuck in my room, just literally doing nothing. So what happened was my parents they were obviously disappointed in me. I had no friends because I lost contact with everybody.
Oh, wow.
It was like, but music really helped me though. Music helped me cope with everything.
That's good though.
Not speak at all.
Yeah, that's I think music has saved a lot of people, and yeah, in school I was in trouble a lot and stuff, but I didn't see music until I was older. I used to work with corporate music and work on tours for heavy metal and alternative, and I love that part of my life. I ain't gonna lie, that was probably the best years of my life. But music saved me as far as that because, you know, I had my kids, and then it was like, okay, you need something to be there, you know what I mean? So going on the tours and doing the music thing, it just kept me going, like constantly. I was just always on the go. And music, I mean, what more, you know, you put your heart into it. So if it wasn't for music for you, where do you think you'd be now?
To be honest with you, I don't really know, because
you'd be lost.
Without music, it's like I can't see myself really anywhere else.
That's what's up.
In my head, like my mind it's like my creativity goes crazy. It it goes really far. So I don't really know. I'd probably be working at the mall or something, making money, making bread to help my family out.
Right. Now, let me see. During COVID, how have you found it difficult? Or I know a lot of artists have said that they have basically just planted seeds. You know what I mean? Wrote and did everything they could. Have you used this time during COVID? Because I don't know how bad it is out there, but like here, it's been a little bit crazy. And people just they say they tend to be writing a lot more.
Yeah, most definitely. COVID kind of helped me a lot. It made me stay focused more on my music rather than video games and stuff like that, hanging with friends. So it really made me focus more on my music. I had a lot more time, and during COVID, I really grew as an artist too. I experimented more with a lot of different sounds, and it came to be it made me who I am right now.
That's good. That's good. So it made you kind of sit back for a little bit.
Yeah, it made me realize. It made me look at things really well and learn new things.
All right. Now, this one I bust out and ask every person I interview. Do you sing in the shower?
Of course.
All right. That's what's up. Because someone could be like, Kels, really? I'm like, yeah, come on. You know there's people everybody does it. You know what I mean? You put the music in there and then you be singing in the shower.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up.
Whenever I be dancing, I be thinking I'm in a concert. I be performing in the shower.
So what do you see in music being one of your biggest struggles?
Sometimes I get writer's block like any artist. But besides that, that's really it. It's sometimes for me it's easy. Sometimes I just get writer's block, and I think that's one of the most difficult things for me.
Yeah, I could see that because I would never be able to write. Nope. Wouldn't work. Nope, it wouldn't work for me. I would have writer's block continuously. I would, because I'd be in too many different directions. You know what I mean? I'd be like, okay, let me go this way, that way. I don't know how artists do it, and I don't know how they just wail out these songs so quick. And I'm like, wow, I admire the way that your team and you had put it together, though. How you did the single, you know what I mean? And then it was you waited. Did you put out a lot of singles before the album?
Let's see, I put out, before the album, it was really 2. Well, 3 counting the remix. It was Broken Child remix, and Baby Blues.
All right, because I didn't see too many, which I like that, because I feel like some artists, they take, how do I say it? It's not a negative thing, because everybody's different. I just feel when an artist takes one song and rides with it for a while, you know what I mean?
Yeah, people kind of get tired of it.
But they know it. You know what I'm saying? So you could be doing a live performance, and those people that are following you, they know the words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's not like you're throwing 20 singles at them and they're like, okay, which one? You know what I mean? I just always took it. And then I noticed how you threw it back into the EP, you know what I mean, with the remix. So I was just like, yeah, that's good, because, your fans that have followed you since you've been starting, they already know the Broken Child, and now they're going to see that on the album, you know what I mean, as a remix. The way it was all planned out, that's why I said you got a good team, it's all planned out the right way.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this without them. Shout out to Big Face, shout out to C-Lot, shout out to Elmo Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to East Boys, everybody who contributed in helping me with this album.
Now, I've seen you've been on the go with some live performances and radio interviews.
I've done shows in Tampa, Orlando, right here in Kissimmee. It's a lot of there's different environments in different places. I've even been in Atlanta. Shout out to Atlanta.
Oh, wow, okay.
The love over there was crazy.
Yeah, I was going to say, Atlanta's, everybody keeps telling me I need to move near Atlanta. I'm only 5 hours away from it, you know what I mean? So they're like, Kels, why don't you go out to Atlanta? And I'm like, I don't know. I said, I never really thought of it, I've been there, but that was years ago working with tours and stuff. I haven't been there just on my own free time,
Yeah.
on my time. But so what do you see? Oh, wait a minute. No, we already went over the struggles. The biggest struggle you think is writer's block. Now, do you think that COVID also put a lot of people set back? You know what I mean? Where they stopped? Because I know the performances stopped.
It had it had a big impact on performances because a lot of people got sick and a lot of people are taking precautions and stuff like that. They don't want other people to get sick, so yeah, I understand why
why they step back some. Who was some of your music influences growing up?
Oh, growing up, I used to listen to a lot of Michael Jackson.
For real?
I used to listen to a lot of Michael Jackson.
I loved Michael Jackson.
Let's see, Chris Brown.
Okay. Now, who do you think you sound like?
You think I sound like?
No, I think you're on like Trippie Redd, Extension.
Well, I don't know. I don't think I sound like anybody.
Well, no, I didn't mean it like that. Like.
Yeah, I understand, but like, I don't know. I'd say if I really had to name somebody, I'd say something around the Kid Leroy. I
haven't heard of them.
I know where you're coming from with the Trippie Redd.
Yeah, like it's just you have a unique sound. That's where I'm coming from. Because to me, he has a unique sound too. I didn't mean like you sound like them. You know what I mean? I meant just like your music kind of. And that's where like I just was trying to think of like, you know, tell me the most unexpected piece of advice you ever received from anyone. That's kind of
a piece of advice I've ever received from anybody. It was damn, I don't really know. I think it was from Big Face. And he told me that just in this game there's a lot of unspoken rules. And I just have to just focus on myself and just be consistent and just put in a lot of hard work.
Absolutely. Consistency is the thing. This is actually, like this past year, I've taken a break from music, and I haven't done that since the year 2020. I've been doing this a long time.
Wow.
I was corporate world before, though, you know what I mean? So I was on tours, I worked with House of Blues, and I loved all that, and then I left that in 2008. And started going underground, working with independent artists. So I was out in the clubs with them. I was pretty much promoting them, you know what I mean? And then I started doing the radio thing probably about 7 years ago. And I took a break this year. I took a break.
We gotta stay consistent.
Yeah, that's what everyone, and you know, I was actually thinking of walking away from music. And I had surgery at the beginning of the year, and that's why I just like took some time for me, you know what I mean? And then I actually thought of giving up lip gloss and mics, and so many people have been writing me like, Kels, what are you doing? Like, you can't just walk away from music. You've been doing this for so many years. What are you doing? Like, they all think I've lost my mind, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, I said, you know, and then when Am I Nice hit me up, at first I was going to be like, man, like, I've done a couple of interviews, and there's a big promoter out in Chicago, Doe from the Go, and he hit me up to do a couple. I got like 3 or 4 people coming up. 2 of them are from him in Chicago, and I was like, you're right. You know what? Like something I got to pull back. You know, I just got to get myself regrouped. The consistency, I will tell you, is the biggest thing. It's so hard, and I think I see a lot of artists fall because they'll be going hard, and then all of a sudden there'll be like something going on in your world. You know what I mean? Either the music or whatever, and they kind of pull back. And especially at your age, you got this. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing everything, you got a strong support team, don't give up. You know what I mean? Don't like just pull back or don't have the inconsistency, because I see that in a lot of them. And I think the worst thing, go ahead.
At the same time, you can't bring that stuff to, you know, where I understand now is work, and you just have to keep pushing. You just have to keep pushing if you want to make it. You can't let other things bother you or get in the way of your dreams.
Absolutely.
If you want that to actually happen, then you have to stay consistent. You have to work hard, and you can't. Work is work. You have to work regardless.
Yep. Absolutely, and that's what you see it as. You know what I mean? And that's good, and that's really good because a lot of artists' mentality, they're not there. You know what I mean? They're not seeing the consistency, or they feel if they throw out like 20 singles and 5 EPs, you know what I mean? That's going to help them get further. No, that's not going to help you. Do the consistency. The singles are there. Like just listening to your album, you can pick out at least 5 or 6 songs that are hits. No album's going to have 12 hits.
Yeah. I understand. No, I was gonna have 12 hits.
Yeah, you know, and it's like you just.
Maybe my next one will, but we'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, you think about it, you can't. I don't think I've ever seen an artist, even mainstream. I mean, yeah, you have had a couple, like Michael Jackson had a shitload, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I mean, of course. But, I mean, when you first starting out, you're lucky if you get like 6, 7 hits off of an album. You know what I mean? But people are still, they're going to follow you because they like your music. So it doesn't matter if the other 4 or 5 ain't as good as the other 6 or 7, you know? Mm-hmm. So it works like that. So what do you have coming up? Do you have videos coming out?
Yeah, most definitely. I'll say this weekend we have a video shoot for Struggles.
Oh, okay.
We're planning on having a video shoot for Darle. You know, my Spanish joint on the album, and we're having a video shoot. We're planning a video shoot for that one in a couple weeks.
That's gonna be awesome.
Let's see. We have For Behave and I'm Looking Good. You know, those are other singles from the album. Yeah, we have a lot of shows coming up.
That's good. I'm so glad to see all the tasks that are coming. Now, make sure when you get the videos done, I get a copy. I want to see it. Like, make sure somebody hits me up and be like, "Look, here's the video." You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be following now. I always do that. So your atmosphere, your personality, everything sounds so vibrant. Like you're so like ready. You know what I mean? And that's a real good thing. What's one of the things you want to see in the future? Like if you had to pick somebody that you could perform with, who would you want to perform with?
Oh, I'd say I want to perform with Travis Scott. His fan base is crazy.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's
performed like in one of his concerts and stuff, bro. His
energy. That's the word I was looking for earlier when I said you're vibrant and all that. It's energy. Your energy is off the chain, which is good.
The engagement with the crowd, and it's funny because I can do that too. So I know if like me and him ever perform together, it'll oh my god, it would go crazy.
I'm trying to think. I think it was your Instagram that I looked at, and I could see your energy. Like in it was like little short clips that you were performing live.
It was my album release party.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's probably what it was. Yep, because I remember seeing. Yeah. So that went all good on your album release party. How did it turn out? Was you nervous the first time you performed?
The first time I ever performed, or
yeah.
Yeah.
I know I kind of mixed that up there. Sorry about that.
I was kind of, like everybody, it's normal to get nervous your first time, but it's, you just have to go through with it.
And now it's like nothing. Now you just...
You have to tell yourself, I'm going to do this and I'm going to succeed.
Absolutely. That's so cool. So your first performance was when? How old were you?
To be honest with you, I don't remember. I performed so many times, but I remember it was, I think, in Haven Lounge. It's on my Instagram post, but yeah, I had the crowd going crazy. They was really messing with me. They loved Broken Child. They messed with Baby Blues too. I'm Looking Good. The energy was crazy. Shout out to them.
That's awesome. That's so cool. So what does Young Viral have for us coming next year? Do you have any thoughts already for next year?
Oh yeah, next year, hopefully next year. Hopefully by next year I'm done with my new project that I'm working on.
Are you going to give any hints?
I can't say too much.
A little bit?
Alright, the album is going to be far more crazier than Unknown World. Just know that it's going to have more hits. Maybe 12 hits.
There you go. Already thinking that.
But yeah, hopefully by next year I have my album finished. Hopefully I have my fan base has grown a lot by then, Yeah, I'm gonna just keep on working.
I mean, what's good is you haven't just stayed. See, and I'm saying Kissing Me wrong because of my my accent because I heard you say it and it wasn't like me.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I'm like, my accent does that all the time, and people be like, "Kills." I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm down south, but my accent's still a northern accent.
Yeah.
So now you're out of school and all that, so you don't have to worry about any of that.
Well, right now I'm in 12th grade. I'm a senior.
Oh, okay, so you're a senior. I thought you were graduated already. So, wow, you got a lot on you, school and the music, but yet you still got all that energy. That's what's up, and you keep it straight and consistent.
We can't ever stop. It's not gonna get me nowhere if I stop. So I just have to keep on pushing.
That's what's up. And he was in the studio tonight, y'all, before I even called. He was already in the studio.
I was in the studio.
He was already ready. He was in there. All right. So if you had to tell anyone out there that's trying to do their artist thing, what would be one of the pieces of advice that you would give to them?
Never quit. Just never quit. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. It may seem like some days you're getting no support at all. It may seem like some days you may have thoughts in your head that you'll never make it, but you'll never find out unless you keep on pushing.
Absolutely.
You gotta keep on working for it. You have to have that mindset where I'm gonna do it. Don't tell yourself what if. You're gonna do it. You're gonna end up succeeding in the future, and I will be a millionaire, a billionaire. I will be wealthy. I will be rich. I will help people around the world. You have to have that type of mentality.
Yeah, you have to have the mentality of giving back too, because a lot of people think, oh, if I hit it there and I get that, that's it. Now you gotta be there for others too.
It's not right if people have $1 million or $1 billion and there's people struggling in the streets. I don't think that's right.
No.
I've heard Tupac say that in an interview once, and that's some real talk.
Yeah, it is. It's sad that a lot of people don't think like that. You know what I mean? And they don't have the mentality to think like that. And I mean, Florida's because there's a lot of artists that pop out of Florida. I used to interview a lot of people. I was on a station out in Florida too, and I interviewed a lot of the Haitian people. I didn't realize that was the place where Haitians were, you know what I mean? And I had interviewed a bunch of Haitian artists and stuff, and that was a whole new market for me, you know what I mean? Because down here you don't hear that kind of music, you know what I mean? You don't hear any Haitian artists around here. So I had gotten into the whole Florida thing as far as that, and I was interviewing a lot, and I learned a lot from them too, because they know a struggle, you know what I mean? They know struggles, and especially what they're going through now over there in Haiti. That's just awful. So after you graduate, are you going to go to college?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to work more on my music. I'm gonna try to what's the word? Focus more on music now. That if I graduate, I'm gonna have more time to do more music.
Oh, got you.
Grind never stops.
All right, so y'all, we're going to take a break, and we're going to lead you out with the Broken Child remix. Do you want to introduce it and tell a little bit about it?
Yes, sir.
Quizás la voz mami. Palabras que vienen, palabras que van. Tanto que te quise y me pagaste mal. Ahora tú estás sola y yo tengo de más. Me sobran los booties, viste cómo te va. Debut y despedida, lamentable suceso. Ya no extraño tu piel y tampoco tu beso. Esa cosa de ayer, ya yo no pienso en eso. Y tú quieres volver, pero no hay retroceso. Ya perdiste en el juego que tú iniciaste. Tú me heriste, me traicionaste. Ahora andas buscando quien pueda consolarte. Y yo me cansé de ser tu amante, traidora, farsante. Con tus mentiras me ilusionaste. Como a un niño conmigo jugaste, pero cambió la vuelta y sola te quedaste. Yeah. Why don't you love? Why don't you love me? Why don't you love? Why don't you love me? Yeah. Why don't you love me? No, 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 no. Si nunca te mentí.
go. So we were just discussing Twitch, y'all, while we were listening to the song, and somebody had brought that up. And what did you say? It's a streaming platform, right? And I was like lost, but the Cali station, they want me to go live on Twitch, so that might be coming for Kells in the future. So we were saying, now, out of all what's your favorite song off the album, like that means most to you?
The song that means most to me?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta think about this one. Let's see. I'd say Struggles.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll be honest. I had Young Viral on the go yesterday with me doing all my errands, and I had him on Spotify, and I have the whole thing in my car because I just be like I can't stand listening to the radios because I hate all the commercials. So yeah, I plug it up and I'm just like, okay, Young Viral, and I listen to everybody off Spotify, and then I took a couple of his songs from his EP and put them on my playlist because I have a playlist with independent artists on it and stuff. So I was just like listening, and I kept going back to Struggles. So it was like I could listen to Struggles over and over like 3 or 4 times in a row. So I think that's probably my favorite song too.
Yeah, Struggles really came from my heart in some situations I've been with my parents and how I really felt.
Yeah, that's the one I kept going back to. And then, like I said, when I heard the remix, I never heard the first one that you put out. So I went searching for that so that I could hear that and then hear the remix.
Broken Child, right? A Broken Child.
Yeah, yep. And like I said, y'all, if you follow me on Twitter, you can hear his songs, see his songs, and then you just tap on it, and it takes you to the link on Amazon for his song. We were discussing that too. Now, tell everybody your social links again.
Alright, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, every social platform. You just have to search up YVNG VIRAL. YVNG VIRAL. That's Young Viral, no spaces.
Yeah, just to make sure it's the YV, just YVNG, because I screwed up the first time and I wrote it backwards.
And make sure y'all stream my album.
Yeah, and go hit him up on Spotify. The whole album's right there. Like I said, the intro is wild. Like, it just takes you right into the album, and it's like...
Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and...
Yep. Amazon, Deezer. You're probably on Deezer, too.
I don't know what Deezer is, but...
It's a radio. It's, I noticed that, I don't know where they popped up from, but they got a lot of listeners, and I know usually if you're on Spotify and you're on other ones, you're automatically thrown onto there, too, because, like, I didn't even put our station on there, and we're on there. Yeah. I'm like, okay, where it goes. So I'm like, good. So what's the biggest thing that you want to accomplish in the next 3 years?
The biggest thing I want to accomplish.
Yeah, like a goal that you have within the next 3 years. You're supposed to set goals every 3 years.
Obviously, my number one goal is to make it big in this music industry. I want to be able to, in the next 3 years, I want to be able to help the community a lot. Help a lot of people with, I want to be able to build schools. I just have a lot of big dreams, man.
That sounds good.
I want to be able to help my family. Because we used to struggle a lot paying rent and stuff. Help my friends out.
That sounds good. Well, I wish you all the luck. We're going to close the interview. And if you missed or you came into the middle of the interview, I will have it on Apple, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Spotify. It'll be going to all digital platforms after it plays out of the Cali station.
Yes, sir.
So I thank you for the interview and taking your time on a Friday night.
Thank you for having me.
And now you can go back into the studio and do what you do.
Yeah, I'm finna put in that work right now.
All right. So peace out and you take care. And don't forget, send me the videos when you get them done. I want to see.
Most definitely. I got you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
All right.
I appreciate it.
All right, y'all. So that was Young Viral, and you heard the energy. You heard the energy, okay? He's got that energy. If y'all have any questions or whatever, hit us up on Facebook, hit us up on Instagram. Like you said, YVNG Viral, and go check them out. hit up that album on Spotify. I'm telling you, you won't be happy. Like, you won't be like, oh, I don't want to listen to this, da 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 da. You'll stop flowing right into it. It's a good album. It's a good EP. Independent artists stand tall. All right, y'all. We'll be with you next Friday. I have a couple of interviews coming up out of Chicago. You know, that was like, yes, okay. So it looks like we're gonna be back Friday at 9 p.m. next Friday.